You're listening to Jump on the Bat-Wagon, hosted by the Watchtower Database. Visit WDB on YouTube for video essays, timelines, fan theories, and much more from the DC animated universe. And now, please enjoy the show.
My dog singing.
Woo! He either really liked it or didn't like it at all. Oh, he hit his head on the microphone. Watch out. The other dogs are now out. This is quite the situation. So many dogs.
Yeah.
This is the normal amount of dogs you have when you record live.
Yeah, except that they're not trying to get into this room.
I mean, sometimes they are.
Because now you've separated them. There's one dog in the room. There's one dog out the room.
They'll be fine.
We have a special guest, the dog.
It's Bitly.
Oh, yeah.
This is the voice of Bitly you've been waiting to hear all along. Imagine this female voice as a dog.
Bubba, give me one of these.
He says, that's a hand.
Bubba.
I don't have those.
Bubby, give me the roo.
Keep a whisper. Do it.
Give us a roo.
And this is the podcast.
Give us a roo.
Right. Very good.
So worth it. Okay, are we podcasting or what?
Well, we'll wait till the crowd dies down from that roo. There they go. Hi, Kimi.
Hi, Jamie. And Brian.
Fuck.
Oh, you were supposed to say, and I'm Brian.
No, well, I was gonna.
Oh.
When it.
Pretend you didn't hear that,
Yeah.
Brian.
Don't worry about it. We weren't scheming behind your back yesterday. It's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right.
Roo.
Kiba, be quiet.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Kiba.
He's being patient.
Woo.
Awooga, he says. This is the podcast. This is
20
Jump on the
minutes of this.
Bat-Wagon. I'm 157.
Yay!
Wow.
That's a number I just felt like saying.
I was gonna say,
pretty
is
cool.
I
that
kind of see Kimi through the microphone stand. Like if I do like a close one eye, she's like that Beauty and the Beast painting.
It has kind of the anime. Shing,
Oh yeah,
you know?
perfect. And look at the glare in my glasses from the sun.
Stop running away from your microphone.
You mean like Willy Watt in Golem? Oh, you didn't watch that
she
with
hasn't-
us. Never
she hasn't
mind.
seen it.
You didn't watch that.
Don't worry about
I'm James from the Watchtower Database YouTube channel.
And I'm Brian.
Thank you. Oh no! I'm here to show my good buddy Kimi the entire DC animated universe from start to finish for the very first time. And this other guy also
it.
happens
Been
to be
there.
here.
We've
Yeah.
done that before.
Yeah.
You've seen all of it?
Kimi's
Whatever.
seen all of this.
I've seen all of it.
Yeah, she's just been lying to you. What's your favorite character from Justice League Unlimited?
You know,
Yeah.
Justice
Wing
Man.
it. Wing it.
the guy, Wing It. That's my favorite.
Yes, that was the name of a
Wing It.
character. You're
Wink.
right.
Spoilers, guys.
Dr. Wing It. And the plane is carrying Dr. Wing It. All right. In the controversial Airdate order, so that you may view these shows the way Kimi, the way human beings experienced them in the far gone days of the 1900s. I've told the name of the episode to you. I think I told you it last night.
You did.
It's a Batman Beyond episode. It's called Meltdown.
And I said what I'm going to have on the podcast tomorrow.
Oh, you're right.
So prepare yourself for that.
Your prediction, Brian, was that this had something to do with a nuclear meltdown. And then I told you, like, oh, maybe. Oh, you said nuclear power. And I'm like, power, you say. Maybe that's someone's last name. And then you made a funny Austin Powers joke. And everyone laughed. And then we all went, oh, shit, that's the wrong one. What? They've been doing did that all night for hours last night.
Yeah, we
so
did.
many times.
And literally, like, after getting back, it was like 12:30. I think we'd gone to bed and just hear Jamie in the other room going,
No, yeah,
What?
I was checking my phone or something. You like knew that, like you saw the light was on or something. You're like, Jamie, go to bed. And I just, what? At the time of this recording, I look at my phone. I can't possibly know.
2:10 p.m.
Batman Beyond is streaming on Max.
No, we don't do this anymore.
Brian's pointing at Kimi.
We don't do this anymore.
We're yes-anding on this podcast. Thank you very much.
Just say my dog. And available on DVD and Blu-ray.
My other dog.
Oh, but what about Max? You're just size for Max. Oh my God.
Size for Max,
So
everyone.
unprofessional. Can I get 5 big size in the chat?
Boom. And if you'd like to follow along, you can head over to Bitly.
My other
Give us
other
a
dog.
roo.
This guy right here.
Hey, Bitly, what are you rooing? She's like, I don't want to do
watch
this anymore.
DCAU. Links in the show notes. This first aired Saturday, what?
I'm so distracted by dog.
February
This stuff?
13th, 1999 at 9:30 a.m. on Kids WB. This is a week after our last episode, Golem. This aired number 5, but was produced number 7.
I hate that.
Batman Beyond's been on a roll of being all the same so far. Except
Yeah, and now it's my least favorite show.
I know. I gave Brian a Man-Bat comic today that I bought.
I immediately set fire to
He
it.
took
I was gonna
it
say, did you love it?
I set fire to my Man-Bat. Watch it, but this is written by Hilary J. Bader and Alan Burnett, directed by Kurt Gaeta. Music is Lolita Ridmanis,
My
your
God.
guy, and animation is Coco/Dong Yang.
Input, Kimmy, go.
I
Great.
love it. It's great.
I love it. I love Coco and Dong Yang. Buy us a coffee. Ha 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 ha. You have to do push-ups with us.
Oh, yeah.
I can't. I'm little.
Head over to the link in the description to send us a Yoppie beverage and support the show. We'll give you a shout out in an upcoming episode.
God, I hope today's
And
like a
we'll plug your
$100
shit.
donation.
We'll also do a push-up for every $1, so send us coffee for our health and your entertainment. Today's Yoppie Bevs come to us from Dylan Pollock,
Hey.
who bought a Yoppie Bev.
Hey,
Oh,
That's
Dylan.
5
You're a
push-ups.
hero.
Dylan, there's 3 of us. You expect us to split one bev?
Yeah, expect us to split 5 push-ups 3 ways. Idiot.
Dylan, that doesn't even math. Okay, let's do some put.
Oh.
How are we going to? Okay, I'll go under the table.
I'll push on the table.
Kimmy, what are you doing?
I got a dog on my lap.
Yep, time to put the dog down. Do some push-ups.
Look, you can do 5 dog lifts.
Oh, really?
Okay.
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5.
5. I was curling a crisp V8 energy
Oh my
on
God!
Brian's behalf.
What the
Listen.
fuck is? Oh,
Hear
why
that
is
crisp-
tomato fizzy? Ah!
It's pomegranate blueberry, you bitch. Let's
so
go watch
upset.
Meltdown
Okay, well,
and
wait,
have one.
wait,
And have
wait.
one.
What?
maybe.
What?
We have to plug our Dylan.
Oh.
Oh.
Movies to watch before you die. The podcast linked in the show notes. The URL works despite him saying it doesn't.
It's
We even
really
did multiple
good.
tests last night and it does work. By last night, it was like a month ago at this point for Dylan, but whatever.
Yeah, movies to watch before you die. It's about movies. So you get a Dylan, you get a Gab, you get a
Gab.
podcast about people
She's
who
great.
know movies. Gab is just wonderful. And they're trying to convince each other of like one selects a movie each week and they kind of like
Yeah.
this is a movie to watch before you die.
I
and this
think
is
you
what I
should
think.
watch this movie before you die, and then they talk about it.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Kimmy?
I liked it a lot.
You have listened to it
I
before?
have. I listened to the Over the Garden Wall with Mr. Brian Manili.
Oh my God. Playing favorites.
I haven't listened to that because I haven't watched that show. What the
Oh,
fuck?
really?
Boonk.
What computer made that sound?
Me.
They're all off.
I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading.
All right. Do you want to go do a thing?
Yeah, I guess
Have a
let's do
meltdown,
it.
I guess?
Let's
Go
have a
meltdown.
meltdown.
All right.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm going to cry.
Take a good look, Doctor. I've been like this for nearly 50 years, and I haven't aged one day. I have become what many men have dreamed of, an immortal. And yet, there hasn't been a day, an hour, a minute, I haven't thought about death. It obsesses me, even now.
What if I said I could give you life? A normal life?
Ah!
Victor, an incredible mind like yours deserves a body.
Dr. Lake and I have taken every precaution, Victor. Let me assure you.
Save your breath. I am neither afraid nor capable of being comforted by your banal words.
Remember, there might be some momentary discomfort.
Welcome back to the living.
I don't think you should.
Let's see what he can do. Cold. It feels cold.
Yeah.
Welcome back to 99.9579 WKQWL75H9er.
JHK.
Oh, KIMI.
KIM.
Way to go, by the way, predicting this was Mr. Freeze.
That's fucking crazy,
I
dude.
We
did
went
it.
out to get tea before the episode, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm going to make a tweet about how we're watching this." But Brian, don't look. And you're like, "Why do you want him to look? He knows it's Meltdown." And then you just said, "Like, is this Mr. Freeze?" And I don't know. And then Brian he's surely dead. Like Mr. Freeze cannot come back. And
Well,
then
yeah, you were like, well, where did we last see Mr.
Yeah.
Freeze? I'm like, he was a spider.
yeah, you knew. Brian was remembering Sub-Zero because that's the last Mr. Freeze thing we watched.
Yes.
Where he walked into the wilderness with polar bears.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it wasn't the last canonic episode. Okay.
The end of Cold Comfort. The camera goes to his body and the head is missing. Oh
Yeah.
God, where's he gonna be? And then 40 years later, he's in a closet.
It's like have him in a fucking closet on life support. He's like, I think about death every minute.
Every day. Same here, baby.
I guess that's why it's the controversial air date order because he had legs after he was a spider. And the way we watched it.
Yes, Sub-Zero. Yeah, that was one of the main controversial things about us watching it in the air date order was that we were going to watch Sub-Zero after Cold Comfort.
Not to
And,
mention like non-canonical sort of like part 1, part 2 separated by 6 episodes kind of a thing.
Yeah. And there'll be many more times where it's, Kimi, can you please tell us what happened in Meltdown? After the song.
If you're
Or during.
wondering
Speed run it.
what you just watched,
Jamie, shut your goddamn mouth.
Listen to the synopsis, the short summary, which is sometimes kind of long.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, Jamie.
That was like you guys last night when you were singing "What" over the band we were singing, and I was like,
Oh my God.
"Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up!"
Very good jazz we were hearing in the bar. And then Brian and I was, what did Batman do? And me not being able to snap. You got the snaps, you know.
But you did record it, right?
Yeah, I
you
did.
guys singing?
I guess.
Okay, it opens.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Kimmy, give us the
It
signal.
opens.
It opens with them trying to load, like some baddies trying to load.
Yeah.
What is that? Toxic waste, I guess,
It
onto
was
a boat.
something. Yeah.
It was glowy and it was
was
yellow
cardboard boxes.
and it was in barrels and Batman swings
New
in.
subtitle.
It's so long. Like just it was in barrels is probably
It was
good.
in barrels, you know? And Terry Bat swings in and is creeping. He's creeping on all
It's
the
made
baddies.
of terracotta.
And then he thwarts them. He throws barrels at them and knocks them around and steals a phone and what is that? Star
does
69?
steal a
Is
phone.
that
Yeah.
where it is? Where he like
Yeah.
reverse calls it and is like,
I love that name. Funny how people have on speed dial, and I was like, well, there we go. There's a dated reference. It's the future, lol.
yeah,
Yeah.
lol, 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 lol. And it turns out it's Mr. Powers. Is that his name?
Yeah, Derek Powers.
Derek Powers, who I have personally, having never seen Batman Beyond, I had no idea who that
Yes.
was. But and he's in a business meeting and he's like, Batman, I guess. But
My
then,
eyes are crackling.
yeah, he gets so frustrated that it's Batman that his eyes start leaking yellow goo.
Yeah.
Which nobody again was surprised about but me. Let's see.
Oh, we know he leaks goo.
Oh, we know he leaks goo. And so as his
I don't know.
there's the name of the
Blight was
episode right there.
pre-gooing.
And so he's back in the lab I guess after he's like his eyes are leaking, he's like, we should probably postpone our business meeting, guys. You're right. It's really late.
Good thing I happen to have these large sunglasses in my desk.
These also very 90s like wraparound shades in my desk.
They're like those ones you can unroll the like this layer that you put over your
Oh
glasses.
my God, yeah.
I absolutely had some of those as a kid. Not
When
that
we were in 1999.
when I was in 1999.
And speed dial.
But he is like the whatever he got, I guess radioactive, is that what you call him? His body is no longer able to like hide the fact that he is radioactive. So they say a woman walks in wearing the shortest dress
Skirt,
in a very like cold lab with her little lab coat and is like, I can make you a new body, but we should test it on
Mr. Freeze.
who yes is
Mr. Freeze.
There it is.
I want to say I want to do the Mr. Freeze voice.
Mr. Freeze.
That's a very muffled phrase.
Yeah, well, it's what we got.
be some momentary discomfort.
What? And then kills her.
Yes, so she goes into a like little basically broom closet where Mr. Freeze's head is being held, and he's very distraught and emotional and like, I've thought about death.
Yeah.
For the last 50
She
years.
opens the closet door and he's just, and let me tell you another thing.
He really does
been
do
monologuing.
that. Like she opens the door and 1 second later he goes, take a good look, doctor. I've been like this for nearly 50 years. Like he just starts, and then I was thinking the whole time, like, what if she opened the door, there's all the smoke, or like ice, steam, whatever the fuck that is, the mist goes by, and then he's like, oh, I thought you were someone else. I was starting to tell you my life story. I got kicked into a desk, and now I'm in this closet.
Is that how we got there?
Yeah.
Honestly, how did
step 1, step 17, but yeah.
how did they get his head? Like,
Oh, that's in trips. We'll
okay,
get there.
okay, I gotcha. But she's basically like, I can give you a new body. A mind like yours deserves a body. And she boops him into a new body.
He just wakes up an unknown amount of time later. Yeah.
Yes, and she does say the line, there may be some discomfort. And then, he wakes up in a new body. And oh my God, he's normal and he can feel cold again. And it's very exciting. And he saves kittens from the train track because he's just such a good guy now.
Yeah.
Still love him.
Yeah. Well, I kind of
stand Freeze.
I kind of do too, honestly. Even his bad side, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But it's like kind of for good reasons.
Yeah,
sort
that's
of.
always been sort of his MO is like, maybe don't do it this way, but we get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Brucey Bat doesn't trust him.
No.
And he keeps telling Terry Bat, like, hey, keep an eye on him. I don't trust him. He's up to no good.
He tried to take Batgirl's blood.
Oh, yes, he did. He did try to do that. I mean, again, kind of for a good reason.
Yeah.
Sort of.
That's probably the worst thing he tried to do. Yeah.
Good reason adjacent, but no. And then there...
A wink. Brent just stares at me and the word adjacent happens. James, is he going to notice that someone said adjacent? Yes, I heard it.
Is that a bad?
Validation.
Is that a bad?
No, I
saying
use
adjacent?
every time I say adjacent in a video, I wink at the camera and it's always for Brian.
Oh.
It's a long story.
Oh.
We don't have time for that right now. We're
not
doing the
time.
synopsis.
I'm sorry. So as Terry Bat is continuing to trail them.
He's not Batman. I am Terry
He's
Bat.
Terry Bat. Well, you have to differentiate
Yeah,
between
sure.
because he's not the first
He's the
Bat.
only Batman right now.
But Bruce Wayne's not Batman anymore. Like he officially hung up.
He's old man now.
He's old Bat.
He's
old
just
Bat.
old Bat.
Now we have Terry Bat.
And we hung him up, on the coat rack.
He's just angrily hanging from a coat rack every episode. Someday I'll get down from this coat.
He does look really haggard.
Yeah. I think it's your
Like,
first time seeing
it is my
craggly
first time.
old Bruce Wayne.
Crackly old and his eyes are all yellow. He's having a
He's
a
leaking
hard
goop. I don't know
time.
what's going on. He's also Blight.
But Terry Bat
Yes.
Yes.
shadowing them into a graveyard. Someone tries to kill Mr. Freeze, and Mr. Freeze is like, no, we don't need to arrest him.
I think you looked at me, Brian, during that, like, am I supposed to know this guy? But no, it's just guy.
He's just some random guy.
He represents everyone fucked over by Mr. Freeze.
I was like trying to like de-age him like 50 years. Being, okay, so it's a 10-year-old kid that watched his parents die or something.
I was in the background of Heart of Ice. Like, he just says that out loud.
You froze everyone! Everyone I ever loved!
Yeah. And Mr. Freeze is all apologetic about it.
Yeah, he's real. Like the leaves are blowing, majestically across as he says, "I will make it up to, like, I'll make amends to everyone I've ever hurt."
Yeah.
And they let that guy go, and it's like, wow, Mr. Freeze is really. He's really turning it around. But then he starts to sweat.
Then he's having a meltdown.
Yeah, then he starts having a meltdown, and as Alora called him, he's now Sweaty Man. And
Warm, Mr. Warm, I think that's what was said.
Mr. Warm. Doesn't have the same ring to it. And
Mr. G's, it's hot out here.
God, what is this global warming? Jesus.
How are we still around in 2039?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I got questions. But the people like Powers and what is the woman's name? The scientist Lake?
Stephanie Lake, yeah.
Yeah. Stephanie Lake, they kidnap him and are like, oh.
Spider Conway is her name. This is a joke about me remembering obscure names. Please continue.
Well, her name isn't that obscure.
No,
she
but
is
this is the only
lead.
episode she's in because she gets freeze deathed.
Spoilers.
Whoops.
Maybe she comes back. You don't
doesn't.
know. Spoiler, she does not come back.
Fucking dead.
Spider Conway dead.
Oh, no.
I feel like
he probably is.
I feel like we got the idea that she's dead because like we don't see, he's like momentary discomfort, and we don't see her. We just see spiky
he like
ice,
maimed the fuck out of her.
and then we don't see, and it's kind of like
scream is echoing into infinity.
Yeah.
where
she's
Austin
real
Powers,
dead.
we saw him freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He's in a tube, but with his mojo was stolen.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Derek Powers gets out of the block of ice and then has to pee for 20 minutes.
and that's the rest of the episode. There, you finished the synopsis for me.
Yeah.
Just him peeing the rest of the episode.
Take us home. Come on.
They basically are like, oh no, he's actually reverting back to Mr. Freeze. And Mr. Powers is like, I'm going to go ahead and say, I wish we could biopsy his organs so we could learn more. And she's like, we can. And they decide they're going to kill him. Mr. Freeze breaks out of the cage with a bed. He's like, no, please don't turn up the heat. And then he just like goes Mr. Freeze crazy.
There was one of several moments where we like football touchdown cheered during the episode.
Yeah.
As him throwing the bed through the window. Like, yeah, my man.
Well, they really do a really good job making you love him. I mean, they had me at the kitten. The kitty being saved on the train tracks.
He's
I'm
a
like,
hero.
he's a good guy. Never mind, guys.
Do you need to cuddle a Mr. Freeze while you're giving us the synopsis?
I would
yeah,
love
We
have
got
a
two to
couple
choose from.
options.
Which one do you want?
Wait,
One's got ice cream. The one on the left has an ice cream cone.
Oh, I want the one
right
with
has
the
Laura.
ice cream, definitely.
Okay.
Oh, his head comes out. Just like real life.
Just like the real thing. Oh my God.
He's not very cuddly, but
He's so
good.
cute.
He is cute.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr.
Don't
Freeze.
take his helmet off.
Sorry, I'll put the helmet back on. I didn't mean it. Shoot, how did he get away? I guess he just leaves?
He just ran out into the
just-
snow.
Yeah, he ran in the
Leaves
snow in his
at-
underwear. He's in his tidy whities.
That's
just
right.
Like, give me the freeze.
And he's like spinning for joy when he gets outside
Yeah.
in the snow.
Does some snow angels, builds a snowman.
The hills are alive with the sound of
What?
snow. What?
Weird question. Did he make it snow? Because then, like in the next scene, Stephanie
is-
Lake is talking about there's a heat wave of 70 degrees, and I'm
Right.
like, but
yeah,
it was
I
snowing.
missed that too.
How did?
It was it is seemingly weirdly implied, like, especially when he leaves the TV studio, he sits down on that bench.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking warm. And then he looks up and it's snowing, like, coincidentally.
Yeah.
And then the same thing happens when he goes outside after breaking out. Oh, it's snowing. Thank God. And yeah, the first time I watched this, I definitely thought like, oh, somehow when you put his brain in the thing, he now has like snow controlling powers or something, but they never expand upon that. So just theoretically,
We're
it's
gonna
just a
change his name from
coincidence.
Mr. Freeze to Snowman.
Snowman.
I am the snowman. Cometh.
But it's one of those things without me knowing much about Mr. Freeze. I was like, maybe he's always had the power to make it snow. Yeah, no. That's weird, but it was very confusing. The next scene, her to be like, don't worry, he's probably dead. It's been a heat wave.
It's so hot out there that it's snowing.
Yes.
It's been snowing every scene of this episode. It's so hot. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and there was like the leaves and everything.
Maybe when they said it was up to 70, they were talking Celsius.
Holy shit.
Oh.
They were talking, what's the third one that nobody uses?
Kelvin?
Yeah.
I mean, scientists use that.
No, nobody. No one important uses
Stephanie
that.
Lake uses that.
Stephanie Lake does use Kelvin, I'm sure, yeah. She turns up. That's what she's doing on that dial on the wall. Oh no, please.
Please.
It's 75 Kelvin.
Not Kelvin.
It's currently 280 Kelvin outside.
God damn.
Holy shit.
So then 40 Kelvin would be cold as shit.
Yeah. So Mr. Freeze approves of
He'd be
40
fine with that,
degrees Kelvin.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Heat wave.
Woo! Heat
Anyway.
wave. Anyways. So as they're going around being like, oh, don't worry, he's probably dead. Then Mr. Freeze all of a sudden just like shoots ice through the floor. What? Oh.
40 Kelvin is minus
Negative,
387 degrees Fahrenheit.
I think that's perfect for Mr. Freeze. For the snowman, sorry.
Snowman.
Snowman. Snowman.
There's no man like the snowman, he says.
And Mr. Freeze chases them down and freezes them both to death.
In his cool new suit.
Yes.
His future suit.
Wait, was Batman Terry Bat there?
He was hanging out like
just
5 blocks away watching the building and then entered after all that happened.
Right.
No, don't do it, he kept saying.
No, Mr. Freeze, don't.
This episode's not about me either, he said.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not really.
But of course, Derek Powers, not dead.
No.
And he comes out of the ice and he Meltman touches Mr. Freeze. And Mr.
Power
Freeze
to melt.
did not like that.
No.
Ow, melting hurts, he
That
said.
freaking, that was so sad. I think like the crack in his glass and the steam
know.
coming
Yeah.
out. She's like, oh, buddy.
Oh, they made me love Mr. Freeze
Yeah.
so much in this episode.
Yeah, now you see what I'm at with all this.
Mr. Freeze, he just wants to eat ice cream.
But he can't.
But he can't. And that's when Terry Bat swings in, I guess, is when Mr. Freeze is attacked and he's like, swap, and they fight. And Mr. Freeze
How am I
is
going to
gonna
spell that for
blow-
the episode?
What?
Schwab.
just like it sounds.
Yeah, okay.
Obviously.
I understand.
And I think that he's just flung out the window.
Mr. Meltman?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
he's
gets
flung into like a pond.
He's just
blasted out the
flung-
window into a lake or
Oh,
something.
by
Into
Mr.
Stephanie
Freeze.
Lake.
Yes.
He's blown into a... No.
What?
No.
No.
not me.
Okay.
No, we're not
Not
doing
me.
that. Batman, Terry Bat is like, we got to get out of here, Mr. Freeze. And he's like, you're the only one that cared.
Yeah.
And we think he's dead, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the place like freezes and falls down and explodes.
Yeah.
All the
So-
things that a building could do in this
He's
situation.
probably fine.
I hope he fucking better be.
Okay, he came up through the floor when he
Yeah.
was in his freeze suit.
Yeah.
So maybe he went
Something
back
under
down
there, yeah.
through
I mean,
the
he
floor.
was in pretty rough shape. He was irradiated.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not doing so hot.
No, he's doing very
Yeah,
hot,
he's doing very hot.
which is very bad for him.
Yeah.
And then the bats are up on the episode ends with the bats being up on
Those
the
bats.
on the top of a building and he's like, I guess
Old bat,
you were right.
Terry Bat.
Yeah, Terry Bat's like, I guess you were right about Mr. Freeze. And Bruce Wayne's like, we both were right.
And then they kissed.
And then they
Yeah, it
made
was kinda
out, which
weird.
was
And Superman flies down. He's like, "That's my job."
and then he flew away.
Yeah, he didn't kiss them. He just left also.
Yeah.
Well, the official synopsis, with his radiation condition getting worse, Derek Powers looks into cloning to help cure him. The test subject, Victor Freeze, who is still alive and kickin', it says. Very good episode.
It was a really good episode. When I asked
so much
you,
so that anytime like someone started saying something, you just shh. Because they're just like, I'm fucking watching this.
Like there's a point now when
Yeah,
I've seen 157, Jesus Christ, of these episodes. And you can kind of tell most of the time when something like important is going to be said. And it seemed like those were the moments where it was like the pause before the important thing was being said. People started talking. I'm like, no, I need to see. I need to see what's happening.
Yeah. But it was also just a testament to like, oh, you've always liked Mr. Freeze. You've always like been interested and you really like this show so far. You're like, I need to know what the fuck is happening. Yeah. So it made me feel good because I'm enjoying how much you're liking Batman Beyond because I knew you would. And I've just been fucking waiting to get to this for so long.
You're very excited.
Yeah. We're halfway through Superman. You're like, Brian, don't quit the podcast. Please don't quit the podcast
plateau
yet.
here, please. Yeah.
Brian's over there with his fists little, balled up going, Superman.
I'm so angry.
Yeah, you can wait till you hear yesterday's episode.
2 weeks ago's episode.
A week ago's
2 weeks
episode.
from now's episode when we're recording. You'll hear it at some point.
I'll
in your
hear it
life.
at some point.
You'll hear it at some point.
Unless I quit the podcast, as in stop listening.
No!
Yeah, you were
Taking the other listeners with me. We're getting out of here.
They've been here in this room the whole time, and now they're coming with you. Yeah, they're just in this closet. Open it up. It's been 50 years. In your closet. Shit, sorry.
My bad.
It's just Dylan in there. It's been 50 years.
Take a good look, Kimi.
Okay, this is going back a few weeks, I guess, or last week's. But
Yeah.
did you ever find out Dylan's eye color?
Yes,
This is-
blue.
Oh,
Hold on. Do you want me to pull it up?
Yeah,
No,
pull up
'cause
a
he
picture
says
of his
other
eye.
stuff in the middle of it
Yeah,
that
that's
we didn't
true.
want to play. We bleeped it out. Don't make me do that again.
Okay.
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
You like his new big
Yes.
bulky suit?
Yes.
Yeah, it's cool.
I said Powerpuff Girls, but I don't know if that's what I meant.
I don't know what you were thinking of.
Some super Buzz Light. No. Who's like
it's kind of Buzz Lightyear.
got like the big arm and big leg boot character?
Yeah, big boot Buzz Lightyear.
Maybe that's what it was.
Buzz Lightyear.
There's a picture that comes
There
up
it
on
is.
a picture that comes up on Facebook memories from Joe every year at some point, but every once in a while he'll notice it and repost it, and it's just us and Fred Meyer in like 2009, and there's just like some sort of action figure where they have big boots. And the name of the franchise or whatever on the action figure just says Big Boots. And then in quotes, it's me going, look, Joe, they're called Big Boots because they have big boots. That's the entire thing. But Mr. Freeze had
Marketing.
very much those boots in this episode.
Yeah,
they were
he
just
got
like
big boots.
from his knee down was just a big womp shape.
Oh, hi, little
Hello,
dog.
little dog. The little dog says, take a good look, Brian. I've been outside this door for nearly 50 years.
50 years.
I haven't aged one day.
A mind like this needs a body.
That's what he said for sure.
But what would have happened if, like, they said that? They're like, a mind like this, yours deserves a body. And they just, like, put it in a dog.
Yeah, they wheel out like the tiniest body. he's like 2 inches tall.
Mr. Freeze.
Could I be in a normal body, please?
I mean, so like the little Mr. Freeze figurine I have, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Deserves a body.
He's actually been stuck in there like a Toy Story toy. Like Buzz Lightyear with the big boots.
Big boots.
Oh my God, it's all coming together. Brian's peeing, by the way, listener.
Yeah.
I hope you're enjoying
He's got the Tiwis.
Tiwi.
Tiwi.
Put him on your lap so he doesn't click and clack.
Here, tiny dog.
Mr. Freeze, his head is a head.
But now he's a body again. He's not just a head. They're like,
They buried the head in a cemetery.
Yeah, they did do that.
A lifeless head. or
okay.
whatever.
I got questions about Nora.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I have sort of answers, but also kind of not.
Is this in Trivs?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Trips?
didn't she marry the doctor
Very astute.
from like there was one of the
Holy
episodes
shit.
or the movie?
It was the episode that follows the movie that we watched before the movie. Where they're looking him up like, what happened to him? And when his wife was restored, she married a doctor, and he got pissed about that.
That's
Everything
right.
was taken away from me, so I'm going to take away everything from you.
I completely forgot that.
Although they don't say whether or not Nora herself is like dead in this future, or if she's just really old or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like
He seems to be over it.
Yeah, but he says like, I named the thing after my
He seems not to
wife,
be over it.
Nora. But also, what if Nora's alive and sees this on TV and is like, that's not cool with me that you did that. So I don't know.
I think you can assume that she's dead then.
I guess maybe.
Right.
I mean,
You don't
he didn't say
name
like
things
my
for living
late
people.
wife. He said like
mean,
my former wife or something.
He's been locked in a closet for 50 years.
That's
He
true.
probably doesn't know.
Are you suggesting? Never mind.
What's he been doing in there? Giving himself head.
I am.
Let me say that
do.
again. Yeah, I mean, I do have that in Tribs. Let's talk about the cast of this episode.
Let's.
And it'll lead us into things. Wilford Dell as Terry McGinnis / Batman. Wilford Dell. Kevin Conroy as Batman. Just kidding. It says Bruce Wayne. That comes out of my mouth because I'm so used to saying that.
I was like, that's Terry Bat?
Yeah. We got Linda Hamilton as Dr. Stephanie Lake. She was Sarah Connor in the Terminator movies, which you just
Linda
watched
Hamilton.
recently. She was also previously Susan McGuire in Chemistry, his plant wife. She was a plant.
I love plant wives.
Yeah. Just plant them wherever. Michael Ansara as Victor Freeze / Mr. Freeze. Sherman Howard as Derek Powers / Blight now.
Wow.
I was pleasantly surprised that he actually like named himself that in the I remembered him saying the like, and I shall be a blight upon the land thing that he says. But I didn't remember if that was the only clue he gives you that like, that's my name now. Or because then Batman's like, who the fuck are you? And he's like, Blight will do or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. He does actually say that. Because I was like, when can I fucking call him Blight? Because there's been several episodes now where I'm just like, yes, Derek Powers.
God
that's
damn
his
it,
name.
Austin Powers. Have a better name.
Yeah. Lauren Tom as Dana Tan, who said like one sentence. Walking down the stairs, and you don't have time for a fizz. You, Mister, your caretaker's
Great
here.
sentence, though.
Yeah. Tress McNeil as Miss Winston, his Derek Powers' secretary lady. Previously woman in Time Out of Joint. Miss Stevenson in Lasoc, Little Boy and Holiday Night's Tour Guide and Little Piece of Home. Margaret Madsen in Cold Comfort, Curator and Mixed Pixelated, Marion in Sub-Zero, Revolutionary and Brave New Metropolis, Expensive Woman in Obsession, and Pilot in Brightest Day.
Oh my God.
Joe Spano as Sniper, Old Man in the Cemetery.
That's not a sniper.
Yeah, well, machine gun sniper. Machine gun 50 feet away sniper. He was NASA director in Apollo 13 and T.C. Fornell on NCIS, recurring character. Those were the two big things I saw.
Yeah, but who was he in Duckman Private Dick?
Nobody, as far as I could see.
That's a weird character name.
Nobody, as far as I could see, on Duckman Private Dick. Corey Burton as Barge Captain. I guess the guy that we're comparing to some musician or something.
Voltaire.
Oh, Voltaire.
Yeah.
No, I think
No.
that was the dude in the like, I'm a traditional sailor looking guy with the yellow coat and I'm
Okay.
leaning up against the thing saying we got like
And then
20
blood
minutes."
was in my cup.
He was like,
Oh, so he did have a line. I was like, did that guy even say anything?
he like, and he just like, also his entrance, these guys are like in like these like crazy like radioactive uniforms
Yeah.
passing these barrels with shovels, and Homeboy just like walks by like rolling a cigarette or
Yeah.
something. Like, what, dude? Like, look at
What?
what? Wow, that was pitchy. What? Yeah, like you see these like imagine that you're like at Chernobyl and these dudes are in like full uniforms. You're just like walking by eating a banana.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, I got this rubber
Well, if
jacket or
he's
whatever.
smoking, he thinks he's impervious to whatever.
I don't know if he's smoking, but that's who I assume. Not Voltaire.
Yeah, well, who were you thinking was that?
The guy who looked like Voltaire.
Okay.
the guy with the earring and
the guy
like,
whose
dark-
phone
yeah,
he took?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That guy looks like
Okay.
Yeah.
Voltaire.
Is probably this next guy, Stuart Pankin, as key negotiator. Oh, no, that's like probably in Derek Powers' office.
In the business meeting, yeah.
Brian, listen to me.
I am so
Telling you
listening
information.
He's pulling up a
Stuart
picture of
Pankin as key
Voltaire.
negotiator. Stuart Pankin was previously the Condiment King.
No
Make 'em
fucking
laugh.
way.
Oh, he does look like Voltaire.
To. Yeah, no shit. Right?
What is his actual name?
This guy, the musician. I mean, Aurelio Voltaire.
Oh, okay. I was like, when I Googled Voltaire during the episode, I'm like, I want to see what you guys are talking about. It's
Just like, find like a 17th century
yeah,
poet.
Exactly. And I was like, not that
just
one, I don't
like
think.
him.
Yeah, no, look up Voltaire musician.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a great musician.
He's the one who did Trivs, Billy and Mandy.
Oh, okay.
Brains, give me the brain. That's him.
yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it isn't gray. Yeah. John Rubino as Dr. Number One. I assume the guy saying like, this was a way to shouldn't have fucking done this. Not to be confused with John Rubino spelled a different way, who was another voice actor in various episodes. This John Rubino was museum guard in Catwalk, Dr. Vale in The Way of All Flesh, who ironically is another, I'll put a brain in a different body doctor.
He's got a specialty.
Yeah, and helicopter pilot in Identity Crisis.
So can we identify Chris? Are we certain that that's two separate people and not just two different spellings for the same person?
It is. Two people, different people.
Wow.
I mean,
you should have both of them on the channel.
We've got John Rubino and John Rubino.
Fighting.
Spelled differently. Yeah.
Why not?
Fight to the death, actually. It was a prank.
There can be only one. We're going to combine your credits at the end of this fight.
Yeah, whoever wins gets all the credit for like helicopter pilot and stuff.
A thing worth dying over.
Very much. Okay, I'm going to do trivs.
Yeah.
This episode aired the same day that Pokemon made its premiere on Kids WB.
Oh.
I want to be Mr. Freeze unless it is hot.
I hope no one puts me in a place I can't get caught.
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. It's you and me. All right. Per various interviews, Bruce Timm was initially hesitant about bringing back Victor Freeze. Mr. Freeze is a character who has been near and dear to my heart since the first season of the original show.
He's the best.
He's one of those special villains that I think if we're going to bring him back, we had better have a damn good story to tell around him because you don't want to cheapen the character by bringing him back too often.
Agreed.
Every time we bring the character back, I want it to be a special event.
It is a special event.
It did.
Here's the original plan for how they were going to bring back Mr. Freeze.
I'm already pissed.
In Toy Fair magazine number 20, Paul Dini stated we were going to have an episode where Bruce Wayne opens his freezer. Mr. Freeze's head is in there in a jar, and he just says, "Someday, Wayne, someday I'll turn your bones to ice. I will." And Bruce just slams the door. That's what we were going to do, but we were doing something else.
That's a joke.
I don't know.
That's
got serious serial killer vibes. Is what that has. I open my freezer.
And Bruce Wayne goes and sits down on his chair to watch TV, and the chair is just the body of Mr. Freeze. He's like, "This is fine."
Or he's just so used to Mr. Freeze's head being in there. He goes, "Oh, Terry, can you go get me some ice cream?" And then, "What the fuck is this? There's a man's head in here."
And it's talking to me.
He keeps saying he'll kill me. I don't even know who I am.
He opens the freezer. It's been 50 years.
Yeah, immediately, every single time. Ooh, okay. Take a good look. It's my time. Someone's opening the freezer again. Freeze's new design was based on comic artist Kelly Jones's work on the character. I think this is also a Mr. Freeze, a Bruce Timm quote. He had come up with an interesting design for Mr. Freeze where he had kind of a giant robot look. And he lit the inside of his helmet so that his face was always backlit, so he had a blown out silhouetted face.
I mean, that's again much like in Gollum or Glom.
Yeah,
Glom. They do it very just for Kimi for your info.
I haven't seen any of these episodes.
Hey. They do a very Sin City, white glare, glasses, heavy silhouette, smile comes up through it kind of look. And this is totally reminiscent of Icon Words, where you just had the backlit, glowing red eyes kind of silhouette. Freaking awesome.
That's kind of Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy looking a little bit.
What's
his face? The brain and the bear? Brain, right? Grim and evil? Evil con carne. I got there. Don't worry about it.
I didn't.
James Strecker, ladies and gentlemen.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't worry about
it.
Why is he looking like a sausage?
He's a neat little sausage.
Wait, hold that, dog. Hold that sausage.
Hold that.
This is a visual for the listener.
We can just put this.
Dog.
We'll just put this.
The post for the episode. When the laboratory starts to explode, the resulting explosion is reused footage from the scene in the Superman the Animated Series episode World's Finest Part 3, which Kimmy's seen.
I have.
In which 2 Wayne Lex T7 droids blow up after Batman electrocutes them. Later on, when the entire facility explodes, it features footage from that same episode when 1 Wayne Lex T7 blows up another droid. That was the one, the explosion that they use very infrequently, but when it happens, you can see the leg of the spider robot for 1 frame blasting away. I'm like, okay. There's a very brief little thing here about how did they get Mr. Freeze's head, but I'll just explain it to you.
Okay, I'm here for that.
The tie-in comics to this show, or to the new Batman Adventures, which is Batman Gotham Adventures is the comic, and then also Batman Adventures Volume 2 after that. There's like a little mini Mr. Freeze and Nora like saga going through it, where after Cold Comfort, when his head's missing or whatever, then he's in a different Mr. Freeze costume with the head implanted and doing crimes and shit. And you see Nora Freeze and her doctor husband, and they're living together. And then that guy gets like frozen and killed and stuff. Or not killed, I don't think.
Wait,
I think
her husband does?
Yeah, I think it's not. I don't think he's killed. I think he just gets frozen. They're like, oh, it must be Mr. Freeze out for revenge. Eventually, Mr. Freeze and Nora do get back together, but then Batman and Nightwing, I think, end up fighting Mr. Freeze, and his head sinks in the Arctic in like the water. And then off screen, this was like a planned issue that never happened. Derek Powers' father, Warren Powers, who owns Powers Technology in the time of present day Batman, retrieves Mr. Freeze's head going, maybe someday I'll use this to get immortality and stuff. And then it's just been in a closet ever since then in
I think
the Powers
that's the
place.
part that needs to not be off screen.
Yeah, I
that's
know,
like the
yeah.
only relevant part to how
But
they have
at
his
least
head.
the Nora stuff is in there for you.
Yes.
So theoretically, Nora Freeze could still be alive, going like, I wonder what happened to my husband head, man. And then she'll never know, I guess.
She's like, I really loved his port and starboard attachments.
My head husband.
Wait, because
Well-
I think if her husband got froze and she thought it was Mr. Freeze, she would be like, I hope that guy's dead. Him and his head floated to the bottom of the ocean.
There's this whole bit where she writes him like this long love letter about like, I know you're out there in the Arctic somewhere. I'm going to come find you. And then there's an issue where they reunite and make out in the snow, and it's very beautiful. And then his head goes.
Have
in
you
the
ever made
water.
out in the snow, Jamie?
I don't know.
Do you want to?
With you or Mr. Freeze? Or Nora Freeze?
No, not
Or a sausage dog?
maybe
Or
sausage dog.
Brian? That's all the trivs I've got.
Wow.
It's time for Keen Effects.
Wow. In the headphones, that sounds very
That sounds
keen.
really good, right?
Very good shot when he says when he does the comeback of there might be some momentary discomfort, and then shoots his wrist shit at her and blasts through the camera and all that stuff. What else? Blight being Blight.
I would say
shooting
Blight's
shit around.
like two-toned, kind of separated glow
glowing
thing
shit. Yeah.
is
I
wild.
did just really like, the color difference. Like when he his eyes start leaking the green goo,
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of cool.
Glowy.
It's kinda keen, you
Glowy
mean?
goo.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of keen. Is what
I'm
I meant.
being honest.
If I'm being honest about my feelings.
Yeah, but he also has his big like balls of energy he's thrown around that are cool, keen. Jesus, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, I think when he
You
went
apologize to Lord Cameron.
when he went in the lake, didn't it also have the cool like
Oh yeah, he kind of like bloomed it as he fell into it.
the algae
That
bloom?
was
He was.
Algae bloom.
Oh yeah, there you
just,
go. Thank
you know.
you. Yeah.
I am Bloom.
I shall be an algae upon the land. Who are you? Algae will do. Mr. Algae.
Mr. Bloom.
I do really like that little. It's completely unnecessary, but just to like show that he's not that Blight isn't dead or whatever. Where they pick him up in the ship. And they're like, we brought you a blanket in case you were cold. And
That was
you are
so
idiots.
cute.
Or whatever.
These are the details that I'm really loving about the show. Is there stuff that like doesn't matter,
Yeah.
and they put it in, and it's just it just ups the entertainment value a little
Honestly,
bit more.
that might have been my favorite part of the episode. The guards being like, we got you these blankets in case you're cold.
You fucking morons.
Because he does, he just gives him a death stare, just like,
I do like how he's clearly still wearing his Derek Powers clothes. And Batman's like, who are you? I've never seen you in my life before. Because, I mean, I guess he doesn't expect that he's a skeleton man. But
Yeah.
if I don't know, if you wore the same outfit every day and then a skeleton man showed up wearing the same outfit, we're like, is that
Like, where
Brian?
did you steal Derek's clothes from?
I
He needs
guess
those. He's
that's
going to be
true,
cold.
Yeah, he needs blankets and clothes wherever he is.
I would like to say too, though, going back to those two dudes,
Yeah.
like they are kind of the worst like henchmen ever. The guy's like, oh yeah, we use the blah 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 to like track you down, and then he's walking on the shop. He's like, not that we like need it. He's like, you're pretty much
could
glow in the
murder
dark.
you right now. Nobody else is around. Yeah.
The guy's like, well, we got you blankets in case you're cold, but you don't look like you're cold because you're kind of on fire.
Yeah, that guy says like, we could have found you anyway because you're really bright, dumbass. and then Blight goes, how many people does it take to fly this ship? Like, well, one. Why? Okay, good. Yeah. Any other keen effects that we can think of?
I think this one, it wasn't as
It wasn't all about the showy, flashy shit.
It wasn't as flashy as all the rest of
graveyard
the
backdrop was pretty keen. The painterly sky, sunsetty sky.
Well, I mean, even like stuff
really
like the effects that I think if this was in BTAS or STAS or TNBA, whatever, we might be like, oh yeah, like the air quote sniper in the graveyard, like his whole like blasty gun things, and then like the smoke, and like there was cool effects being used there, but it just didn't stand out because the production of the well, cool because it's not that keen.
It's because it's Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. It didn't really like stand out as like, oh, that's really impressive because just everything is at least that. So I think this one was kind of just on par. Like this is the least
Batman
I would expect of Batman Beyond.
Yeah. Well, it's, I guess the bar is higher, so
The bar is
now
significantly
it has
higher.
to be really keen for it to even be worth mentioning.
Yeah.
Which like there was some stuff the last Batman Beyond episode we saw that was like that like really like we're just like, oh my god, like the detail they put in there was wild. But yeah, this one I don't think you got the flashiest episode. So you're gonna here's a little like question for you.
Where's the Flash? Why didn't he stop Mr. Freeze? Is he dead?
Does this interest you enough to want to like maybe go back and watch the first like 3? 4?
Yeah, 3. Well, 3 if you count the first one as 1.
Okay.
But yeah.
3, 4.
I mean, I probably would. The main thing is I don't watch a lot of
Eat some
television
microphone.
all the way from the beginning.
Thank you.
Like from start to finish. And so like
This is worth it. And you're only like 4 air quotes episodes in?
it's true. And I could be like, yes, I am interested in it, but I probably am not going to, is what it comes down to. Unless
She'll
I
hear
get
about it on the podcast. It's
I do.
you're
I
like
hear
you're
about
living
it.
Yeah.
But seeing it, honestly, this one specifically, having only watched, I never watched any of the Superman. I did watch the B-Test. Yes. Yeah. And like the difference in the coloring and the like the grimy and gritty and the dark, it is definitely
this episode ended and you said like, oh, this is really different or something.
really different.
And then you had like, yeah, it's good. That's the difference.
The difference is this is worth watching.
Like, the whole time, I think I sort of alluded to this before, but like the whole time that we're watching B-Test and S-Test and all of that, like, I know this is coming. I know that you're going to like this more, but you have to know everything. Like, there's going to be stuff that you don't know what the fuck's going on. If we'd skipped all the other Mr. Freeze stuff, this wouldn't be anything. Like, okay, I guess it looked cool or whatever. But
well, I think you could still like without any idea of who Mr. Freeze was. Like you could step into this and be like, who's this head guy? Oh, he's like a bad guy, but he's also very intelligent. And holy fuck, can we just like sidebar for a second to just talk about like Mr. Freeze is just like the best character in the DCAU. Like,
at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, like, he's got his problems, obviously, but like he's not. I think he's too intelligent to be like a fucking maniac. Because even at the end, he's just like, Terry Bat, I am smart enough.
Stay where you are. Just kidding. Get out.
Well, he's like, he's like communicating and he's like, hey man, like, I know I don't have any beef with you. I know that you're just trying to like, he's He's
I like
like
how
as
he's
smart.
probably also like subconsciously like Batman's probably going to show up. I don't know who Batman is at this point, but he's probably going to show up. He sees the like shadow on the wall as he's beat booping his apocalypse plans in.
Yeah,
That was kind of keen.
Yeah, and then
I know it's
he's
so
just kind of
subtle,
like,
but you just see a little bit of like the ears from the cowl.
You should fucking go, Batman. Leave me alone.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. I feel like we don't even see that level of depth with most
I guess
characters.
he already met Batman in the graveyard. I completely forgot about
And
that. But either way,
yeah, but like just because he's just like he's smart and he's caring and he's like. Yeah, he might
he's
be
got
like
a really tiny nose.
He might be very revenge driven, but he's still like, yeah, he's not just like out like blasting people. Like when Terry shows up, he's just like, yeah, dude, get out of here.
Well, and this is the 5th time we've seen him in this whole thing. Like every time he shows up, it's like an event. Like Mr. Freeze is back. Some shit's gonna go down or whatever. And it's always like. We didn't like Cold Comfort very much, but for the most part, he's been a very, and you didn't like Sub-Zero at all. But but Mr. Freeze himself in the movie was all these appearances was still good.
Yeah.
But, so it's, oh shit, Mr. Freeze is here. Okay, pay attention.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
He's just such a sad boy.
He's a sad boy.
Like, he's just full of grief and sad. That is his whole deal.
Kimmy, you should get a Mr. Freeze tattoo and just have it like sad boy underneath.
Sad boy. You should get a Mr. Freeze tattoo that says sad boy underneath.
And Bullock and Clayface.
It wouldn't be it would not be my first cartoon
You
tattoo.
get a whole sleeve of all your favorite characters.
That's like, do you remember that dude from like the Kindle days who had all the like Nickelodeon tattoos on his arm?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It's my dream from this podcast is that Brian gets more tattoos that I've sort of made him get by having to watch these shows. I like these things now. Well, it's Jordan Blumen's musical minute time.
Woo!
Hey, music.
I think it's like maybe 3 Batman Beyond episodes from now where Terry will say that. And I'm looking forward to you finally like, the thing.
You said the thing.
Here it is.
Now over to the musical minute. Once again, an obligatory "the fight scenes sound cool" comment for Batman Beyond. So when Batman calls Powers on the phone with the speed dial from the goon that he steals the phone from, the music there sounds almost identical to the music that keeps happening throughout The Most Extreme, which was a show on Animal Planet. I don't know if any of you watched that or not, but it was a big part of my childhood. And it makes me wonder if that's some sort of like stock music piece that may have been used for temp music for this scene. For those who don't know, temp music is a common thing in the TV and movie music industry where a director or producer or someone will pick out a piece of music that they like and they'll put it over a scene temporarily to tell the composer, hey, make it sound like this. I like this. And a lot of composers really frown on that as a method because it stifles their creativity. But getting on a tangent here. Mr. Freeze intro music. It's a little spooky, but it's mostly sad, and I loved that. And I feel like this is kind of the first time I've heard music that's a little pretty in this show, mostly when he's like at the grave and he's, being a good dude and he's saying, I've caused this man enough pain. All those moments felt very pretty. And I loved the music when Freeze apparently dies. Is very epic, very cool. Never apologize for loving your fandom and try to stay optimistic.
Apparently dies.
Apparently.
Well, I mean, you know how things go in this show.
And apparently, I died in a building with all the ice fall on me. And apparently, have you not seen this video? This little kid at a roller coaster.
No.
Apparently, I've never been on a roller coaster before. And apparently, it was really fun. And apparently, I did. He just keeps
Kid's favorite word.
Yeah.
Hello, son.
Hello, father.
Oh, that makes what we did last night rather weird.
Changes our dynamic completely. You mean where we recorded what? What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who was the composer in this one?
Lolita.
It was Lolita Ritmanis.
I think. Let me go
Is this
back.
the first time she's done BB?
I don't think so. I think she was maybe one of the ones on Rebirth.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we're at the point now where it's just cycling between Christopher Carter, Michael McQuiston, and Lolita Ritmanis. I think Shirley Walker has a few more before she passes away.
That's sad.
But yeah, then so we'll get that for a while. Okay. I do agree on the like kind of more emotional, pretty music on the cemetery. It's a lot easier when the music is good, because there's like, there's force you into this emotion because the music is telling you you're supposed to feel this way. But then there's also the dialogue and everything is already making me feel that way, and then the music is just like enhancing that. And I feel like that scene was doing that really well, where I didn't necessarily notice the music, but thinking back, I'm like, oh yeah, it was very like, oh man, this guy, he just feels so bad about the stuff he did. Poor Mr. Freeze.
I mean, which to be fair, like I think if not for everything going wrong, he would have just continued in that path. Like I don't think he was ever insincere.
Yeah, I mean, like, because the only reason he does evil shit in this episode is he goes like, oh, well, maybe I can turn my life around. Just kidding. Fate hates me, I guess. I'm fuck everything. I'm just going to kill everyone and myself and destroy everything. And
Well.
What?
He's like having a bad time. They're like, I don't know. What if we just microwave this guy to death?
Yeah.
And then he's like,
That's
okay,
true.
well,
Yes.
now I'm pissed at you guys and this whole establishment.
Yeah.
He's not pissed at Gotham. He's
No,
not
I
pissed
just
at
mean
Batman.
like if they hadn't done, if she, up until the moment she starts turning the temperature up, he's like still like, okay, well, things are messed up for me, but we can fix this.
Yeah.
And then, so if stuff hadn't gone wrong for him and they hadn't started doing that, would he have just continued this charitable Nora Freeze Foundation
I
life?
think so.
Yeah.
Because he's perfect.
Well, the question too is
my
like,
boyfriend.
obviously he was going back to becoming like the Freezy Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Was like, is he evil as Mr. Freeze specifically, or
That's
like
the
would
thing,
he
but
have
yeah.
still been like
All the evil
a
shit.
good guy but with snow powers? Like,
I think he would have like.
Oh, you mean if he reverted, but they hadn't done shit to him?
Yeah. If they were
I
like,
don't know.
we're trying to help you,
I
and
don't
like
think so.
actually were.
I think
Because his
yeah.
reverting, like, again, he was never just like bad to be bad unless he was like specifically like, I mean, Batman called it like he's very revenge driven.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He's not
He
not a
loves
bad,
his wife.
He's not a bad guy. He's a good boy.
He's not bad. He's just drawn that way.
I do think that it's funny that in Cold Comfort, I think part of the reason we didn't like that episode was that he like, well, what is Mr. Freeze without?
Hold on, Jamie.
What are you trying to do?
He's trying to adjust my microphone.
You're sagging over time.
What a nice thing to say to Kimi. Yeah.
Happens, man.
Look, when
35
when
now.
you're a lady, yeah.
Sagging over time.
An old 35. What's your excuse?
I don't know.
You're a parent. That's a pretty good excuse.
There you go. I dye my hair so you don't see the grays. Just kidding. The grays are all in my beard. Anyway, that's why it doesn't. That's why I don't keep it anymore. Yeah, we didn't like in Cold Comfort that he was like, well, what is Mr. Freeze without his Nora motivation? Like, this isn't as interesting of an episode. And this one, he didn't have a Nora motivation either. But it's so far removed from that period of time that you're just like, okay, clearly he's got to have something else going on. And that something else is that corporations are screwing him over and everything sucks.
Yeah.
Trying to kill him. What were they going to do? I didn't quite get that with his organs.
They were going to biopsy them.
Yeah, they were just going to
Yeah,
tear
but
him
if they
open
were
and poke at
failing
things.
anyway.
Yeah, they just want to know why. And then
I
they could
guess,
try
yeah.
again later with some other poor soul.
Science.
Yeah. Well, where's Clayface in this episode?
The yellow goo coming out of his eyes.
Clayface has been hiding in his tear ducts for years.
The whole time for 50
Take a good
years.
look, Blight. I've been in your eyeballs for over 50 years. Not a moment goes by where I wish I wasn't fucking dead. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess he could just be like, the easy thing is, he's on the big icicle shit, but
We can do tear ducts. He's expanding his acting career.
Yeah. He can cry on command
He's a
because he
method
is the
actor,
tear.
yeah.
Okay, it's time for Batman's usefulness.
What did Batman do? Did he get a 10 or only a 2? I really gotta know, tell me now. What is Batman's usefulness? Now.
That's just really good.
It's
Really
almost
good.
too good for the podcast.
It's probably too good for
I've been
the podcast.
listening to
too
you guys
hard, yeah.
singing that for like a day now, and I'm not sick of it.
Yeah. Thanks, Legacy, as well. Brian was upset to learn that was your actual name.
Not upset, and I'm very sorry for this. Just baffled. I thought it was like an embellishment. I didn't
Yeah, I
realize it was
think anyone
actually
would
your
have
first
guessed that.
name. And I don't want to say more because I'm sure if you go through life with a name like Legacy, then
It'll just
people are probably always asking about your name.
Yeah,
So,
I brought it up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did.
It's a cool name.
And soon we'll just call him the Milkman.
Yeah,
TBD.
the Milkman TM trademark symbol.
Yeah.
Okay, so I give Batman. I mean, Batman himself really didn't do much in this. Like he was just following him around.
He stopped the beginning stuff.
And
I guess yeah.
He stole
he
Voltaire's
saved Mr. Freeze. He hit.
Did he?
Yeah, he hit Blight out the window.
Oh, I guess so.
Bloom?
He saved Mr.
Algae
Freeze
Bloom.
so that Mr. Freeze could kill himself instead. I give Batman. I'm feeling like a 5. Like it's nothing impressive.
Yeah, I agree.
Give him 5 snipers. 5. That guy was laying on the ground like a Playboy model pose as he was talking to Mr. Freeze. He's just like so like sexily on the ground, like, no, you destroyed my family. If you look,
Leading gets raped. He like breaks the flower vase with his face. And he's like, paint me like one of your French girls.
Exactly. That's the pose I'm trying to say.
You gotta let me kill him.
I'm just so hot.
Do you need a minute? Have you got a thing?
I think I got a thing.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna give him 7
Wow.
because I think he is the one
Hold
that
the
knocked
fuck
the guy into the pond. Although maybe that's a bad thing because he
Did
helped
he though,
him
or
get
did
away.
Mr. Freeze do that? I can't.
Mr.
I
Freeze
honestly can't
blasted
remember.
him. Oh, did he?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're downing it to 6 then.
Okay, that's fine.
6 blankets in case you're cold.
Good.
I think I'm going to meet Jamie, although I'm going to be a little more like edgy.
4.97623.
Oh my God, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Sweet.
4.97623.
2-3.
Thank you. Yeah.
Victor Freeze heads in a jar buried in a casket because they don't know what to do with them otherwise.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. I don't know what to do with it.
You said as they were hooking his head up to the like brain transfer shit, you were like, "What's the timeline on this?" What were you confused on? How long it took them to make a perfect human body?
No. But thank you for bringing this up because we see.
Mr.
Lake.
Freeze, Stephanie Lake.
Stephanie Lake. I'm like Debbie.
Debbie Lake.
Debbie Lake. Ricky. So Stephanie Lake is like, hey, we can do Ricky Lake?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Our old
Ricky.
roommate's cousin, by the way.
Oh, what?
Yeah, pretty weird, huh?
Okay.
I don't think I knew that.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Adam never told you the story of like falling asleep underneath the pool table at Ricky Lake's house? Oh no, Sally Jesse Raphael. Or was it Ricky Lake? No, it was Sally Jesse Raphael.
What's your point?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna just cut all that out or whatever.
Yeah, James, just cut all that out.
Jamie.
Sure.
Okay, so Stephanie Lake goes up to Austin Powers and is like, hey man, I can like make you a new body. And he's like crinkly eyed, like, fuck, well, I'm like deteriorating now. Like, let's go see. And they like go to Mr. Freeze in a closet and he no longer has crinkle eyes. And then they do the whole like transfer. What was they like leave the whole negotiation boardroom thing.
Oh, you're talking about Derek Powers?
Yeah. And they go
he
to
must have
Mr.
gotten
Freeze's head.
pressed in his skin press again or something, I guess.
So they didn't, because it appeared to me that they just walked to that room.
Yeah.
But his skin was suddenly fixed somehow. So there was a day, 2 days, 2 weeks,
It is, yeah.
a month.
I haven't really thought about like, how long did it take them to make a Mr. Freeze clone body also? Did they just have that in a closet somewhere?
And so that was my thought where she's like, I can do a thing. And he's like, whoa, we're going to have to do a test. And she's like, well, yeah, follow me or whatever the fuck she said.
Follow me, Mr. Freeze. Come this way.
I got
I'm a head in a jar, you bitch.
Stephanie, I've said this rant like at least 5 times in this podcast already.
When you found me, you pulled the spider legs out. I can't really come with you anymore. Well, and I think that something that is weird to the like where'd the clone body come from? Did they do the what's his name fingers?
Bobby Fingers.
They take that long to just like perfect a like mold of his body.
Stephanie Lake's like, and I was just working here on the dimples.
I'm sealing up the inside of your body with human feces.
After it's cured.
Yeah.
Dude, we got to watch some more Bobby Fingers. He's just the best.
I think I couldn't tell. I'd have to go back and look, but I might have caught a like coloring mistake when they show Mr. Freeze's body, like his new body, his empty shell skin body on the bed before they transfer the head.
He looks a little bit like a naked mole rat. Am I right?
Yeah, his tiny nose doesn't help him. But when they have like a bird's eye view, whatever, top down look of his body on the bed. Mm-hmm. And as I was like looking at that shot, I kind of noticed like, oh, why does like his chests where there would normally be like the rib cage line that everybody has, or just a straight line across their chest in this art style. Mm-hmm. It's like slanted. That's kind of weird. And then it cut away and you could see him in the background where his head was skin colored and the full body was in like a hospital gown kind of thing. And I was like, so was that first shot he was supposed to be in a hospital gown and they colored it all skin color? Or was that one supposed to be skin color and they colored it hospital gown? The world may never know. And nobody else ever noticed that but me. And now they will
get maybe to the bottom of it.
Yeah, you say that. We're going to get to Dylan's part and he's going to be like, so what's with that whole hospital gown skin thing?
That's the perfect transition to Thoughts of the Week with Dylan Pollock.
Coming up next, it's another guest appearance from our favorite visiting superhero.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
Still not over it.
Every little segment sound.
Dylan!
It's Dylan!
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger's inability to act ever. And I say this as like a terrible actor myself. But
still
just
haven't
like,
watched that thing that I told you about. That
oh my God, can we
Arnold
please?
in Rio or whatever. Okay, here's this thing.
It is time for the Thoughts of the Week from Dylan Pollock on Meltdown, or Cool Comebacks, or Freezing Follow-Ups, or Icy Identities. Victor's response to a new normal feels very much like my grandparents dismissing me. Also, in the beginning, we get Victor literally saying "Hey, cat." It's not subtle about he wants to be good and is trying to turn over a new leaf. But, again, another thing that's not subtle that I do really like is showing him sweating when it starts to snow. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I also appreciate the fact that Mr. Freeze is like, finally, I could die. Can't wait. There's like 10 times where he's like, can't I just die? Also, let's start with the fact that Blight is just chucking radiation at people. I hope Terry Sue protects from super cancer. Oh no, Bruce points out not that high a level of it next to Mr. Chernobyl, Blight's original name. Anyway, time for the question of the week. James' favorite part. Mm-hmm. Who else with damaged DNA coming back would have been cool? Clayface? Parasite? Killer Croc? I guess none of them are immortal, but could have been old. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Dylan.
Oh, he loves us.
He does. He loves Kiva the most, though.
Yeah, probably.
Should I text Dylan and just a photo of Kiva? No
probably.
Context.
The one that you texted me?
Yeah, I was going to say, I felt
Sausage
my
dog.
phone vibrate several times, and it happened to be right after you took a picture of Kiva, so I'm assuming there's a relation there.
He looks like such a sausage. He's not actually that fat. It's just a very bad angle.
He's not fat.
Same thing that I say when you take a picture of me.
I'm not actually that fat.
It's just in my beard.
It's just the photo.
I think I would like to see Killer Croc come back, and then he just has that like Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force ring of hair around the back, but he looks exactly the same otherwise. He didn't have any hair before, but now he just has, just to make sure you know he's old. Just the hair ring.
I think I have to, like, because of my contract, say Clayface.
Yeah, you must talk about Clayface every time. Yeah.
But honestly, like, that would be interesting. Like, have they come up with a solution at this point in time? Is he like healed? Mm-hmm. Is he just hanging out? He's like the bricks at Wayne Manor or something.
Last time we saw him was Groma Penis. He got pulled away into a truck in a bubbly bath. And we don't know what happened after that.
He's in a closet. He's just ahead.
Oh, I had my chance to take a good look at it. He's morphed into Mr. Freeze's head. Clayface, I know that's you.
Oh my God, what if it is him? What if it is him?
They buried Clayface in the cemetery.
Oh, that's where Clayface was.
Yeah.
Got it.
He was Mr. Freeze.
My boy.
Kimmy, do you have a DNA person?
I have no idea.
Just say a character you remember.
A weird, creepy villain.
But I don't remember any
Just
besides the
name.
two that you literally just said. I mean,
Ra's
probably
al Ghul.
I like Killer Croc just because I really enjoyed in the mail segment the Killer Croc roommate. So I'm going to say that, you know.
Rock. All right, is this episode
Books or hip-hop?
Books.
I'm going to go hip hop.
I'm going hip hop on this one too.
Fuck yeah, buddy.
But,
you can. Oh, can you? Can you high five?
Okay, top 10 is going on it automatically.
Yes, it
and it
is.
will go on. Let's do Kimi first. Because it's just automatically going to be on there.
It's going to be on there.
Are you putting it? You can put it at whatever number you would like.
Oh my God, the dog gas.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, sure. Blame it on the dog. He's a little angel.
Oh, I can smell it now too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Why sausage? Why?
Did you give him some sausage?
Tough being a sausage.
Oh my god, that just cut my way. Oh my god, that's so much stink out of a little guy. Kimi, what the fuck?
I'm glad I now know what that's from. It's where on my list?
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever number, or you want to put it at 1, and if you come back in the future, you get bumped down, whatever.
I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to put it at number 2 because it's not perfect.
Other things that you've watched, I guess, because we talked about this off podcast. I think you've watched Beware the Grey Ghost. Is that true? Shadow of the Bat, Prophecy of Doom, World's Finest,
and Mask of the Phantasm.
But you didn't see Sub-Zero? Because we watched that at your house.
Sub-Zero. We totally did watch. Yeah.
I would assume Mask of the Phantasm.
No, we watched that here,
number
but
1, probably.
You know, it's
no.
Was it here?
No. Sub-Zero was here. Mask of the Phantasm was at Kimi's house.
Okay, yeah. I think I was transposing the Mask of the Phantasm experience or just doubling it up.
Yeah.
Jamie, you're making a rainbow around your chin somehow?
It's the gray hairs when the sunlight goes through them. So you're doing Meltdown number 2. Okay.
I'm doing it number 2 because it's not
You're doing number 2, and so is Kiba.
And so is James. For Batman Beyond, it's going above Gloom and Blackout.
Whoa.
And so is Brian.
I am a little on the fence about it.
Mm-hmm. With Gollum.
Because Gollum was great. And I love that story.
I think it was very good visually, but this whole episode, for me at least, I'm not trying to influence you. I'm just saying, for me, it was very just like, oh my God. And I was tearing up a little bit at the end, misty-eyed as he's like, nobody cares, as he's like leaving. I'm like, oh my God, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, and so this is the thing. I'm trying to look at the episode as a whole, because for me, it's Mr. Freeze, number 1, obviously.
Right.
Although Rebirth was fucking great.
Yeah.
As a story, I think
the fart is still in here. It's just floating. It's dissipated into the entire room now. So.
Now it's just getting in your pores.
Yeah, just kind of dog foody. Weird. Anyway,
weird.
The fan is surely helping.
Yes. As a story, I think I'll put it at number 2 as well.
Okay. It'll be interesting to see whenever the two of us have. So we have the exact same Batman Beyond top 10s at the moment. So
yeah,
are you Yop 10ing this episode? Is it better than Almost Got Him?
Dude, you don't want me to have to look back at my cheat sheet for this long.
Well, I can just be your cheat sheet at the moment if you want to ask questions.
Okay, Almost Got. Oh,
I
God.
can be your cheat
You just put
sheet,
Mad
baby.
Love on there recently, so
I did.
I can stay like this forever. Keeps can take my breath away. With his dog food farts.
Yeah.
I hadn't breathed through my mouth for the last 5 minutes, and I just.
Do you want me to open the door?
No, it's okay.
Okay,
we're almost done. It's
we do
all
have
right.
a breeze coming through. I do think this is better than Almost Got Him.
Mm-hmm. I might do it too.
Love.
It's funny. Heart of Ice is my number 10 right now. I don't. Whether or not I kick it up to put the other Mr.
It's
Freeze
not better than Growing Pains. It's not better than Rebirth. Is it better than the late Mr. Kent?
I realized I did watch Growing Pains as well.
Did you?
Oh yeah, you were here
so.
for that.
Yeah.
The little.
You're a fucking professional.
I've seen so many of these episodes.
Is Mask of the Phantasm, Groma Penis, and then Meltdown? Is that so? It should be number 3. I don't know. Do you think which one do you? I'm just trying to make it accurate.
I like.
But we
this
don't include people's off.
I guess so, but she's seen those ones.
I have.
Yeah, but we're talking about the rest of the guests. Dylan's seen all of them. Keen's seen all of them. Dan's seen all of them.
But I
Alex
did like
Robson
this one.
So many.
I did like this one more than Growing Pains, personally.
Okay.
Wow, really?
Yeah, you heard me.
Wow. How's it
Brian,
feel
I'm
to
going
be
to make
wrong?
you mad.
No, man, it's your list. It's your list.
I'm going to kick off Heart of Ice and put Meltdown above it.
That's, dude.
But I am going to keep it on my honorable mentions so that'll at least make you slightly.
We're just having problems.
Although honestly, so my honorable mentions are now Heart of Ice, Almost Got Him, Ghost in the Machine, and A Bullet for Bullock. I think I'm taking Almost Got Him off of there.
Yeah.
I don't think it was honorable enough to mention. You have Beware the Grey Ghost and A Bullet for Bullock on your honorary mentions. And
I
then
do.
You're kicking off
And
Almost Got Him, and
I'm
probably
kicking
also
off
not putting it in there.
Almost Got Him. Yeah, no. I mean, it's classic, but it's not
Fucking
like
Swinging
so
Light. I hate it so much. But where are you putting Meltdown?
I'm going to put it at number 8 between Late Mr. Kent and Riddler's Reform. Membership.
Is autofill.
There we go. Just membership, number 8.
What Dylan mentioned, I did like that little but you can just do this thing. He's meh, or whatever sound he makes, or Mr. Freeze when he's just a head in a closet. He just go like,
oh yeah. What was the not like McGucket? What was it?
McClunky. That'll make sense to Kimi later also.
And I'll go, ha!
Thank you.
Just be in the room going, yeah. That's the one.
There you go. Okay, it's time to go do the mail. It's brisk, it's breezy, it's mail.
Should we make Kimi listen to her song live?
Oh, sure.
That yacht.
Do you want to sing along?
One small extra yacht, put it over.
We drop what we drop.
Kimi?
Our weekly yacht. Oh yeah, those.
Kimi.
Into the comment box. There sure was a lot. Now Jamie's mad. Too bad we're wrong. At least I am. Just Dylan Paula.
Oh, Brian. Sorry. I love how that all of us just and then stopped immediately. That was so good. Okay, now it's the mail. Did you know it's Zoe Saldana and not Saldana? You know who that is?
No.
Academy Award-winning actress Zoe Saldana from Avatar and Star Trek and Guardians of the Galaxy and a bunch of other good stuff that's not those.
Does this person have any link to the DCAU?
No. It was just on my mind. I found out the N has an Enye. It's an Enye.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
I never knew her name.
Yeah.
And only in the Wikipedia. Oh, and IMDb, I guess, has the Enye.
Yeah, I think it's something she recently was yeah, everyone's been saying my name wrong. It's this actually. Much like Raven Simone, I guess, is not her name. That, so Raven. Anyway, and that's not what people here are for. Are here for this. It's the mail.
Maybe they are.
We're Google. If you'd like to reach out to us, like the fire hand at the end of Cat in the Claw, World's Finest, part 3. Yeah, I waited all the way through the title this time before realizing it was wrong. You can send a punctuated email, 60-second voice message. I know, short ass. Holy shit! I'm just in the past today. Zoe Saldana. Let's just
Jamie's
say it that
sick,
way.
Everyone.
I am sick.
And by sick, I mean he's sick.
Yeah, bro. Toad's tuber. It sent me back in time a year and a half or something. Batwagonpod@gmail.com or leave a comment on YouTube or Spotify.
Send us an email to batwagonpod@anchor.fm.
Yeah, anchor.fm/batwagon. Send a voice message. It doesn't work anymore. Yeah. Yeah, that was
fucking didn't work back then, man.
No, I didn't at all. We already played the song with Kimi. This is the Meltdown episode. So we're not going to play the song again. We already did it in the past.
Kimi
so just imagine it.
on the pod. Can you believe it?
It's a good episode. I enjoyed listening back to it. I'll enjoy listening to it again after this, like I always do, to check to make sure I didn't fuck something up. And sometimes I did, and there's nothing I can do because it's too late. What are you doing?
Fucking things up.
He's just over there tinkering with off-screen objects. I can't see.
I just gotta entertain myself, and then sometimes I make mistakes.
This is what you when we're recording at your house and we're both there. We're there to talk about the episode. Where you're pretty locked in. You kind of have a fidget of some kind, but you're we're looking at each other, we're talking. And then when it's mail time, you're oh shit, it's mail. I don't really need to be here. I'm kind of you're just you're always doing something.
Honestly, I think it's just when we do Zoom things. I'm always doodling, cutting things up with scissors. I'm doing something.
I have to multitask.
I was thinking about this. I think it's something to do with my particular brand of ADHD or something, and probably why I've fallen off of social media and all those things. Screens. There are some things on screens that interest me. Most things, I don't know.
It's just noise.
Screen doesn't hold my focus, which is kind of interesting when you think about it.
We love screen over here in this house.
You sure do.
So get the fuck. No, yeah, I agree. I'm trying to, like I was telling you in person, I'm trying to get off as much as I can and just kind of like schedule stuff. I'm trying to get off as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm so not here right now. My brain is not in this place.
Sorry,
anyway, buddy. A lot of people had stuff to say about Meltdown. We got even more emails and comments and shit than usual. So I had to be very particular and, the thing that we're doing now. But this is from James Chung, Thoughts of the Week from It says, greetings, jam sandwich and butter buns. I write in saying what a Yoppie podcast this is and that I'm Australian. So you must, in spirit, write James Chung is Australian somewhere.
I don't know if I can do that anymore. Do you want me to just write it somewhere else?
In your brain.
Okay, I'm doing it.
It doesn't stay there. Also,
I love an Australian listener. Hello, dogs.
Bark. My goodness. Is it an Alora arriving to house?
It is neighbor walking by with dog.
Oh, a thing to bark about.
Hell yeah.
In episode 115, you promised a live podcast to our viewers in the flesh tent, and I don't think you delivered. Also, that was the episode after the live one. So we must have said something about doing one in an actual flesh tent. I have no idea. I'm probably going to see this in a long time because I'm only on episode 119 of the podcast. Started listening in October. Anyway, stay Yoppie. Wowza. P.S. I'm not a sock puppet account of Dylan's. Why would you think that?
That's a very good question.
It's what we think of everyone. I was talking to Kyle today, and I mentioned Dylan Pollock, full name, and he's like, you can just say Dylan. I know who Dylan is. And I'm like, no, his name is Dylan Pollock. Who's Dylan? I don't know who Dylan is.
Just like Kyle's a mononym, and he's only got the one name.
Yeah, Kyle is the monolith from the start of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Eric Levoe, Meltdown, sniffles, this episode a little heavy for your boy, I'm going to be honest.
Okay, before we get to anything, what state does Neo Gotham City reside in where they have a couple of snow days followed by a, quote, heat wave? Fucking Maryland? No, this is a joke because I'm from Maryland and the weather is very inconsistent. God, if I don't feel bad for Victor. It feels like every time something starts going his way, life just wants to shit all over him and it leads him to making even worse decisions. Believe me, you're the only one that cares. Just, fuck, man. Also, I thought it would be hilarious if Terry was reading Victor's tombstone and thought it said, Victor Fries? Until next time, support the Patreon and keep calm and yop on.
French fries?
Hey, Croc, you finally Where's your ring? Wrong! Why would you stop when you were nearly finished and just throw it away? Rock! God, your bad decisions are gonna wreck your future, you know that? Actually, I wonder what the future would hold for you.
And here you'll find the pride of our museum, the fully stuffed and mounted Crocodile Man.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Nah, I can never be that lucky.
That was Paul Dini's 2-sentence explanation for where Killer Croc is in this part of the timeline in like a magazine a long time ago.
Oh, really?
Mitchell Kane, message from the past. Is this Hi guys, love the podcast. I recently discovered it. Well, I didn't give to Mr. Chung. Love the podcast. I discovered it recently when searching for Batman-related pods to listen to. Love it so far. I feel like I'm a real Yoppie dude. I'm listening to all, you just by proxy and by existing. I'm listening to all podcast episodes, and I recently left a comment on the newest YouTube under the handle Smack My Mitch Up. It will be some time before I make to that episode, though. I'm only on number 29. I love what you're doing. Would love to hear my comment read out. It's happening. So when I get to that episode, it would be like a message from my past self. Keep it up. I did find that comment. It says, I discovered the Yoppie Dudes a couple weeks ago. I've been listening every day at work. Love it. Have you thought of calling it the Yops instead of the top 10? Anyway, 5 stars out of 5. Well, by this time, won't you be embarrassed that we did start doing that?
Also, I wish you left specifically a message to yourself.
I know. It says, hi, Mitchell. Smack my Mitch up in the past. Keen Machine, Meltdown. Greetings. Attaches my voice message. Should it prove worthy?
Greetings, James and Brian. Wow.
Hello.
That episode last week about the machine was really keen. I guess we could say it was a keen machine episode.
Oh my God.
Right? Right?
Totally.
Yeah. I think we're gonna call it that. Anyway, on to Meltdown. I hope that Brian enjoyed this episode.
He did.
I think he will. One thing that stands out to me in this episode that I enjoy is that Bruce, who used to be the person always trying to bring his rogues to rehabilitation, is now very cynical and very like, it's not real. He's not really rehabilitating. And Terry, as the new Batman, is kind of the one who's like, no, this is legit. You just need to give him a chance. And so it's kind of that interesting reversal of roles. Yet in the end, Bruce Wayne is ultimately right because he's Bruce Wayne. Anyway, that's all. Keep it keen.
He's gotten too old and craggly and jaded now. Mr. Freeze can't be a guy. Banana Man says okay.
Okay.
Also, okay says Banana Man. So we're getting past the point of no return. I think. User okay says Banana Man.
I'm so scared, Jimmy.
Cooney Phoenix wanted to chime in and say the what is actually taking me the fuck out.
Oh, yeah.
Good. I'm glad it's us too.
I am unironically now just like walking through the house. I'm like, hey, dogs, you want to go outside? What?
Yeah, it's just kind of a vocal stim at this point. The Astral Beast cometh. Would you rather cough like a machine gun or sneeze like a dial-up modem?
Sneeze like a dial-up modem. Make everybody in the world stop.
Yeah, I think I love that, actually. You can just tell when it's coming when you hear the like and then like suddenly sneeze. Yeah. Lock D333333. When the guy tries to kill Mr. Freeze in the cemetery, they missed an opportunity to have him be Giuseppe Bianchi, the painter whose life work Freeze destroyed for no reason in Cold Comfort. Then he goes, Mr. Freeze, I have trained my body and mind to kill you, even though I am 98 years old. Mamma mia. I think what we got was still cool, but it doesn't feel right that Freeze died without ever making amends to my boy Giuseppe. Oh yeah, he did do like a I promise I'll be a good guy to all the people I fucked over, and then he just didn't do that.
He didn't really have a chance.
He wanted to. Yoppie Beyond. What did we? I don't remember. Hey, Jizz and Balls. The two biggest yops. I finally made it to episode 100. Only 56 more to go until I make it to the read this in Squidward voice. Future Quay. Thanks for making my days at work go by faster. I'll make sure to send a couple Yoppie Bebs and rate you 5 stars when I finally catch up. That's the way to do it. If the next live pod is any closer to Texas, I'd love to be there. We talked about that list. There's a thing in the description to tell us where you live so that we can maybe figure that out soon. There's like 30 more people left a thing since the last time I looked, and there's a lot of Dallas-Fort Worth on there too. So,
oh really?
Just about as many New York. So, we'll have to talk about that. Why is everybody so far away?
Oh no! Okay,
how about everybody
our
come
tour?
To Portland?
Our tour is not West Coast,
PNW,
Texas, New York. End of story.
Yeah, Kansas, because Kansas doesn't care. We expected so many up and down the West Coast, and all we got is New York. Why did we expect that? I don't know.
I guess I was just hoping. I've only been to Texas once before. You've only been to Texas
3 times.
Yeah.
In both all of them were for a drum corps shows. I was there all of like a day each time. So. Ashley Touchin, wow, it's been a while since Brian was so positive about an episode. This is Golem, which is nice because it's one that's always stuck in my mind. The only downside is that you can only get it by trading a Graveler. So that sucks, man. Yeah. Ryan Hip, my name is Freef. Learn it well.
Greetings from the Lake Townsend Water Treatment Plant. It's everybody's favorite. Do you count Mr. Freeze on the Bat-Wagon incel tracker? Because the entire time he's been in the DC animated universe, either his wife has had McGregor syndrome and he's not getting any, his wife has recovered from McGregor syndrome and married some other guy and he's not getting any, or his wife's fucking dead and he's definitely not getting any. That's the title. I do enjoy Cold Comfort and this episode, but I do love Sub-Zero dearly, and that really beautiful, hopeful ending. So it is funny to get to these episodes and just feel the contempt the creators have toward that movie and their desire to make life total hell for this pale, bloodshot-eyed incel motherfucker. The end.
Are you sick too, Ryan? I don't know. It's hard to say whether he is, because he's not, or he kind of is more voluntary though. Like he's being celibate. He's not fucking anybody else while his wife is in a tube.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
He's
just a cell, I guess.
He's an out cell?
One cell, please. One cell, please. Tip Tapricot, contemplations on Meltdown. The voice message I'm not going to play because I actually like the email part better. So sorry. If I can posit what Dylan's question may be this week, since the easiest version of Batman Beyond would just be copies of future versions of Bruce's Rogues Gallery. In a similar vein to this episode, who do you think it would be interesting to see Terry go up against out of the classic Batman villains to show the differences and similarities he has with Bruce? I'm not going to answer this, but I want to know what you think.
Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think's like, I don't know, the interaction between them would be versus the Bruce dynamic?
Well, I think Terry would be a little less serious than Bruce, but he's also very serious. And without having any experience with Joker, he's like kind of more or less like he dealt with like Inkway, but like...
In the future, Joker is an Inkway himself. I'm a goopy guy.
Well, my thought is just like Joker is always like throwing the curveballs, and I feel like Terry doesn't have the experience. And so it'd be very interesting to see that kind of interaction.
Joker's a smarty pants when he wants to be.
Yeah.
And he's also having a Jimmy's Superman's pal montage when he wants to be. When he wants to. God, there's such a good, well, I'm tooting my own horn, but a good joke in the next Watchtower video that I guess people listening to this will hear now, but it's there's a reused background extra Johnny Cochran man in the movie, but he's like colored differently to like, oh, it's not the same guy, and he's like a news reporter in this movie. And I say something about I think this guy is just a color palette swapped Johnny Cochran or something. And I was like, everybody knows the, glove doesn't fit or all that stuff, like the famous quotes from him. Like I wonder if I could watch like a compilation of Johnny Cochran quotes and find a good thing. And there was one of him, I think it's in the like final, statement stuff to the jury where he's like demonstrating putting on a knit cap to show like, see, you can still tell who I am. Like O.J. Simpson, he's so famous and everyone knows his face. Even if you put a cap on, you'd still recognize him. And so he says, like, I just have it zoom in on this guy who's definitely just recolored Johnny Cochran. And just has a quote from him going, "Who am I? I'm just Johnny Cochran in a knit cap," or something. And I was just so like, oh, this is so perfect when I heard it. It has nothing to do with the movie, but it was like, oh, I hope somebody laughs at this.
Good work there, Jamie.
Thanks, man. Last first, we have Mark Aquino. Meltdown, or seriously, people in the future have the worst facial hair. For the sake of James's vocal cords and content ID, thank you, especially today. I'll spare him from singing the first minute or so of It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday. But yes, friends, today we gather to mourn the loss of a real one, our favorite chili boy, our beloved Zaddy Icicle, the man who puts the chill in Netflix and chill in both ways. The one and only Mr. Freeze. Oh man, Bizarro Mark is in tears right now. Hey Scarface, can you go comfort him? Yeah, sure, whatever. Do your dumbass comment thingy. Well, there's no need to be snippy about it. Sheesh. Anywho, this is a great one to rewatch. Some really great animation here. Michael Ansara returned one final time to play Mr. Freeze, and his version of the character went out on a high note. If we were to rank Freeze's appearances in the DCAU, I'd go as follows: Heart of Ice, This, Sub-Zero, Deep Freeze, Cold Comfort. Which, by the way, Brian, how were his boots Powerpuff Girl boots? They look more like Robo Uggs. I think you called them Powerpuff Girl boots in this one, too.
Probably.
Boss Biggest Bear Hugs is the #1 podcast host in this here multiverse of ours. Jake Long, American Dragon, and Biscacha, a burrowing South American rodent.
Definitely a first.
Damn. You're either scraping the bottom of the barrel or finally finding like the gold at the not finally. There's been gold. I'm so sorry. Praise to our Lord and Savior Dylan Pollock. Keep up the his name is Dylan Pollock. Keep up the great work on your own podcast, and remember to tell Gab that she rules. Likewise to all his loyal disciples, all the names, all the awesome sauce listeners of this Yoppie community of ours. Y'all the absolute best. Don't you ever forget that. Bizarre Mark sniffles. Well, at least he now in better place. Until next week, futuristic smoke bomb. That's the mail.
Mail. You got it here. You left some here. A lot of you left some here. We didn't read them.
Yeah, there were so many, and I really appreciate all the input from people, but you know how it goes. Biscacha, this burrowing South American rodent. Is that how you say it?
One moment, please.
Viscacha. What?
I'm sorry, what?
It has a B? Is your name Brian now?
Yeah?
Yeah, Viscacha, I said it. I did it. All right. Bye. See, we're Google. I told you. Now you know how to say it. We're back.
He's barking at Laura and Moose walking by.
I'd bark at that, too.
It's a good thing we only have one thing left to do, which is tell you the name of the next episode.
I get to hear it.
Guess what show it is? The episode's called Superman's Pal.
TNBA.
I farted.
Fuck, man.
Oh, the dog one just cleared out.
I know. I had to make room. I had to make room for me.
Okay, Superman.
Yeah, what happens in Superman's Pal? There's only
Superman's
6
Pal?
Mm-hmm. If you were a comic book aficionado of any level, you would probably be able to guess what this is. There was a comic book series called Superman's Pal. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
Name
really?
of character, yeah.
Is this a character I've seen before?
Yes, many times.
Oh, many times.
Many times.
Good guy or bad guy?
Good.
A good guy we've seen. Batman?
No. A Superman show character, yeah.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Jimmy
I almost guessed that, and I would have been so cool if I got it before you. But then I couldn't remember if he died for some reason. I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
Jimmy Olsen was it. A head in a closet. So sorry.
I knew it.
He walks in. Superman, take a good look.
Take a good look, Superman. I've been like this for like 5 minutes.
No, don't kiss the glass, Superman.
Whatever you do, stop. Yeah, Mr. Freeze even in there with Superman coming in. Take a good look, Superman. I'm wetting my lips and you can't get anywhere near them. Yeah, what happens to Superman's pal with Jimmy Olsen? Superman's pal.
They team up together because Jimmy has accidentally stumbled across an underground crime ring.
Okay.
Am I right?
No.
God damn it, James.
I have to try to refrain from not just immediately answering the question. Nope, wrong.
I think they go to the mall.
Really?
Together. Yeah,
I think
have a
there
friend
might
date.
be a mall scene.
Hell yeah.
I might be wrong. But
So just wanted to say, listeners, it's been great. I want to let you know that this is my last show.
You're trying to avoid watching Superman's pal.
No, just Kimmy's better at this than me.
Oh, okay. Got it. Or both. Why not both? Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, that's the show, everybody. Thanks, Kimmy, for being here. You have things you could plug, probably.
You do.
Instagram,
Oh.
clay shit.
Yeah, I got clay shit.
Hell yeah.
Not clay face shit, but
No.
just clay shit.
Where's clay shit?
On Instagram, it's the Button Bandit. And I
all
also
one
have a
word?
website. Yeah.
Nice.
I make ceramics and stuff.
And you can commission Kimmy for ceramics.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you could commission Kimmy for some weird ass unique DCAU stuff too.
Bet you probably could.
Yeah.
You're probably
Make a ceramic Mr. Freeze.
Support your local
I would
mail
love to
team.
make a ceramic Mr. Freeze. So
Fucking do it.
There's a little
somebody.
speech bubble coming out that says, I've been like this for nearly
Yeah, it's like the longest ridiculous speech bubble.
Take a good look, tea drinker. The wraps around the cup.
Hell yeah.
So I want to help plug Kimmy here and just say that support your local mail time theme song artist. We support your local we there it is.
We drop.
Support Kimmy, do some ceramic stuffs, and what else?
That's it, man.
Button Bandit.
Button Bandit.
The Button Bandit.
I got buttons.
Yeah, she literally has tattooed
She's
buttons.
got bandits.
I got bandits.
And a screaming possum on her wrist.
Yeah.
And I don't just mean Kiva.
Sleeping,
Is she a screaming
sleeping
possum?
Chewini
Yeah.
on my wrist.
Well,
Thanks,
you should also
guys.
please give us a follow or subscribe wherever you're listening to this. And please leave us a 5-star review on your podcatcher of choice.
What
You'll
else do we say
damn
now,
well
Jamie?
hear it on this show. Tell 3 friends to listen to the podcast. And also tell them to move to New York so that when we go to New York, we're there. Because maybe we'll do that. I don't know. We
This
haven't
is
really
your
talked about it
homework,
yet.
listener. Look,
Go to the link and tell us where you live.
Tell us where you live.
Mm-hmm.
And then tell your friends, like sit down, hold your friends captive of your own accord, not us. We are not legally, this is not like, we're not legally, what am I trying to say?
I don't know.
You're not responsible for
We're not
this.
responsible, but definitely kidnap your friends, make them a fan of the podcast, make sure they follow, like, comment, subscribe, buy shit from Kimi. The Button Bandit on Instagram. Is it The Button Bandit or just Button Bandit?
It's The Button Bandit.
The Button Bandit.
And then tell them to move to New York.
And tell them to New York. This is
New York.
It's not a very big ask, listener. Surely you can do this.
Yeah.
Just uproot
Takes
your
like
life.
3 seconds.
Yeah, right? To move to New York.
Thank you to everyone listed in the description for their musical themes and help in making this podcast as yoppy as it can be. That includes you.
Oh, hey.
Go check out their stuff. And thank you, of course, to you, the listener, for listening.
Yeah. And then Kimi says...
something funny to end this podcast.
Kimi, do it. Do it. Do it. Kimi, do it. Do it.
That is funny. Everyone laughed.
Bubba didn't laugh.
Yeah,
Please
Cuba
clap.
never laughs.
Drink water. That's the drink water sound.
Hey.
Oh, shit. Everyone else water except me.
Yeah, you got fucking V8 energy.
Actually, I'm out.
It's empty.
I drank
Yeah.
it.
Do you want me to spit in there for you?
energized. I'd like you to spit whiskey in my mouth. Bye.
Mr. Powers, thank heaven. We used an infrared scan to locate you. Not that you would have been hard to spot without it. We also brought these, just in case you were cold.
You are idiots.
With all his injuries and that cracked helmet, no way he got out.
It could have been worse. He could have blown up the whole compound like he intended, killed hundreds.
Guess you were right about Freeze all along?
We both were.
Jump on the Bat-Wagon is hosted and edited by yours truly, James Strecker, and co-hosted by yours Briley, Brian Maneely. This podcast is brought to you by the Watchtower Database, your one-stop shop for all things DC Animated Universe. To send us a Yoppie beverage, nab some sick show merch, or support us on Patreon, you can visit the links in today's show notes. And thank you very much. Please leave us a 5-star review on your app of choice and follow us wherever you listen to never miss a new show. And we'll see you next episode, same PP time, same poo-poo channel.